Hi again. Right. We're going to go upstairs in a minute. Literally a minute. Before we do that, can you remember me saying, oh yeah, go upstairs to the train, sorry, not, yeah. Can you remember me saying a while ago in one of the other videos that I do, we do a lot of other things apart from trains and boats and planes. One of the things that we've got, which I think I mentioned, was a snail. It was a snail on wheels. The camper van which we've got, and we I think it was probably last month now, we went to a very pretty place, and I'm just going to show you 3 or 4 photos that I took. I didn't take any videos or anything. There was a place called Beaulieu sur Dordogne. Beaulieu, I suppose, pretty place, beautiful place, it would be the translation, and obviously on the river Dordogne. We stayed there we were going to go up a little bit further up the Dordogne to a big barrage and a big lake, but we didn't get that far. We stopped here because it was so pretty, and for I can't remember, I think it was €6 a night. I think we parked up in a specific little place, 4 camping cars, electric if we needed it, water, emptying, you know, everything. And it literally was 5 minutes away from the pictures which I'm just about to show you. Anyway, here we go. We'll roll the pictures, roll cine, and then we'll go upstairs and see what I'm going to do on the railway today. See you up there. Well, I think we've actually got 3 trains running today around. One will stop in a minute. It has been doing, and the other one comes off the tracks. So that's the sort of overall view of the layout. I suppose it's about 8 foot wide and about, I don't know, 15 foot long, something like that. Yeah, about that. And yeah, the intercity I've just taken out of its box. Well, it's been sitting there for over 20 years, I think. I can't remember when I got it, but it hasn't been used since I've been out here. So that's been 23 years. So I've got the southern region thingy and an eel. I picked those 3 because they sort of run. The others are more intermittent. So we'll get on with what we're actually looking at today, shall we? Right, the area I want to concentrate on today is this area here. Okay, so I've painted all the baseboard ready to do something with. Now, as you can see, to your left, and we'll just pan around and zoom in on it a bit, shall we? We've got a road. We have the canal scene. Okay, with the canal boats down along the canal until they actually fall off the end. So we've got to do something about that. And together with the road, which is on both the left and the right hand side. I think the right hand side we could call it a pavement, so we don't have to continue with that, I don't think. But certainly the bit where the blue van is, that's a road for the lorries and this, that and the other that need to go along. So this will be continued around into this area here, where I hope to have a canal basin. So we've got canal boats which I've made, obviously, but the canal basin will be for residential boats, I suppose, and we'll have we'll have 3 or 4 of them moored up with little wooden jetties coming out. This whole area will be kind of like a basin, a dead end basin. Now I can remember a dead end basin from when I was a kid at in Aylesbury in Buckinghamshire. The canal came down, I think it was called the Aylesbury Arm, off the Grand Union, came into Aylesbury, and I had some mates who lived on boats there, and it was like a dead end, didn't go anywhere else. So this is what this will be. What I have to try and incorporate is, and I don't think I'm going to be able to incorporate both, is a canal bridge. Oh, now I think we've, oh, that was good. Did you see? Oh, you didn't see that, did you? That was the high-speed train. Never mind. It'll keep going round just with one carriage on for the time being, because I'm not going to dive underneath the baseboard to get to it, so it's quite happy going round just with one one coach on it. Right, so what we got? Oh yeah, now I made a bridge, which is this one here, the canal bridge. I quite like that. It's got a road going over the top of it, as you can see, and the canal going underneath it. And I've got to try and incorporate that somehow. What I didn't do, of course, was make sufficient enough room for the bridge and the lock which I built, which you've seen in previous episodes. So I'm going to have to put to one side one of them, and I think it's going to have to be the lock, although I really do like it. And I'm going to try and incorporate this somehow into here, into this area. Not quite sure where yet. Maybe plonk it there for the time being, and then I'll have to work out how the road comes in and goes out. Anyway, that's going to be the next project, because I'm fed up with building trees. And we'll put into cities, make a hell of a noise. Anyway, I'll shut them off. That's nice and quiet, the diesel. And I think the can you hear the high-speed intercity train? That's British Rail for you, isn't it? Never mind. Oh, I think we've lost another coach somewhere. Where have we lost the coach? Oh, I can see where we've lost the coach. Never mind. We'll just keep going with what we've got, shall we? We'll go downstairs and we'll have a look at a few building of the canal boats. I won't do that today, the building, but I'll just show you what we've got to start off with, okay? Right, see you downstairs. Right, we've just moved downstairs so that I can show you the canal boat print-offs that I've done. They're scale scenes. Oh, that's a cat, by the way. Likes my trees. They're print-offs from scale scenes downloads. They come with the lock. Okay, so you buy the lock download, and then you get a series of different types of narrowboats, depending upon what you want to use. And these are just strips which I've got left over from previous builds, because you get the choice. This one is a Grand Union Canal Carrying Company Limited, Bucklesbury, London. So that's that's what you get. Okay, so it's a sheet of printed paper. You print it off yourself, obviously, and from that you make the choice. There are some common elements, so we've got common elements on this. So these bits on this particular sheet can be used on any of the narrowboats. In other words, you've got the decks, you've got the internal hull sides, different colours, bulkheads, cabin entries, etc, etc. So that's sort of like what they call common. And then we've got Fellows Morton and Clayton narrowboat there. Okay, so these bits are just specific to that, and then they've got sheets for common. So what I haven't got printed off, which is what I need, are some more of the residential narrowboats, because that is what I'm going to place. I'll put lights inside them and make little kind of jetties between them on the area which we've just been upstairs to look at. And it'll be a kind of, it won't be a marina, not one of these marinas that you get nowadays, which I visited, I think, last time I was in England, shops and cafes and restaurants and everything else, a bit over the top. This is just a marina for mooring your boats up. It's a bit like, as I said earlier, Aylesbury Marina, which I used to walk past every day on my way to school in Aylesbury, believe it or not. Anyway, I'm going to get on building these, and I might let you into watching a bit. It's a bit like painting. No, it's not a bit like painting at all. It's a bit like watching paint dry. That's it. Building one of these. And as you've already worked out, I'm not one of these fast forwardy kind of video people. I'll show you how, show you how it's done, and then you come back later, maybe. Anyway, that's about it, and hope to see you in the next video. thank you for watching this one, if you've got this far. Anyway, look after yourselves. Huh? Bye bye.